I see for me, the conference was actually kind of a continuation of a miracle. I have been, let me back up. I was raised in a family where fairly conservative, but not like consciously on a religious path or a spiritual path. And so it's ironic that I've always kind of not, like I was the good behaved child that kind of didn't fit in. You know, I remember I grew up not going like, you know, kids go, oh, I want to be an astronaut, I want to be a fireman. I was like, I want to be a missionary. That's not exactly what was on my parents' plans. And I decided, I gave up on that because I was like, I'm not really into living in huts and with snakes and things. So instead I majored in like Bible and ministry, and my parents were still like, we don't get this, but okay, whatever. And then it was like, I kind of went on with my life, and life changed, and I was working more in public work, and I hired a personal trainer who was gay, very openly gay. That didn't necessarily go over well either. So it's like they weren't so big on the religion, but they weren't so big on the gay thing. And then I became, the COO of a spiritual community that I broadcasted. We were LGBTQIA, gay, lesbian, questioning, transgender, bisexual, intersex, and allies. And like our logo was rainbow colored. And I had some family members said to me, like, you're not going to become one of them, are you? You're not going to, they're going if they're trying to convert you, aren't they? And I was like, they're not trying to convert me. And it was an interesting experience because, like, I've only dated one guy, and I've never dated anybody else. So I was like, if I wanted to explore, don't put that pressure on me. And so I kind of let it be. I didn't say anything. But there was still like the shame constantly of, if I'm spiritual, that was wrong. If I'm involved in a community that's gay and lesbian, that's wrong. And I had a lot of shame around it, and where I, kind of hedged mentioning things to people. And like my old college, like I don't talk to people from my old college, because if I said what my job was, they wouldn't be so happy, because it's not what they consider Christian or correct. And so about 2 years ago, I got to the point where I was like, this is tiring, trying to fit and trying to make everybody happy and trying to fit into everybody's mold and, being ashamed of who I am. And so I kind of went through a journey of the last couple of years of just, if somebody, at the time, like I said, it was an LG, whatever, I'm not going to go through the alphabet again. If somebody asked what my community was about, I said it. And so it was kind of interesting when I came here, I was like, I'm just not going to fight it. I said to my parents, I said, Reverend Tony is polyamorous, bisexual, dates guys and girls at the same time. And I was just waiting for a reaction, and I was like, I'm just going to let it go. I'm not going to be ashamed of it. I'm going to say it. And it was interesting. My family went, oh, that's interesting. And I was like, okay. And by the way, I'm going to go become a minister full time. And my parents were like, oh, that sounds good. My dad actually said to me, that's what you've always wanted to do. That's what you've always been. And I was like, oh my gosh. There was such a transformation, like over the last 2 years where I've given up, like I'm not going to fight it. I'm going to accept who I am. I'm going to accept what I feel called to and not hide it, not be ashamed about it. And suddenly all of my family is accepting it and supporting it too, even though it's outside what they would have said their comfort zone was. And I had my parents at the front row in the conference, and I did say to them beforehand, I said, just warning, it's going to get a little risque. And so we were kind of like, everyone was kind of like looking at my parents during the conference, and Reverend Tony's getting less and less clothing on, and my mom's hysterically laughing. And my dad called me that evening, and he said to me, tell Reverend Tony, thank you, we really enjoyed it, thank you for everything. And then actually, and I haven't told Reverend Tony this, when I saw my parents over the weekend, my dad said, I actually called you hoping Reverend Tony was there, because I wanted to say thank you to him personally. And it's such a transformation in the relationship I have because I changed, and now everybody around me is changing too. So, thank you. Woo.